Senator, what is it like to be Irish on a day like this?
We're very pleased, and we think it's marvelous we have such wonderful music.
Senator, all this is a pretty good example of the kind of publicity you get. This morning, James Reston called you overexposed and underdeveloped. What's your reaction to that?
You were awfully nice to put it on television. Well, I suppose it's a problem.
Senator, last St. Patrick's Day, Senator, last St. Patrick's Day, you told us you were going down to the University of Mississippi and Alabama for some talks. Do you have anything planned?
I have no plans.
Senator,
I'm going to be here in the state of New York.
It's been reported that despite publicized differences between you and the president, that you and he have buried the hatchet. To what degree do the differences still exist? To what degree have you made your peace?
Well, I think that he is under very...
Pull that damn head back and come in from the other side.
I swear all the
Am I interfering with what you're doing?
Gotta bring an English camera.
To what degree are the differences still serious between you and the president? To what degree have you resolved?
Natural that there might be some differences. There are amongst all those in political life, it seems to me. We don't have an exact idea about how all of these matters are going to be resolved. I have great respect for him, and I think that we agree, and by far the largest percentage of the major issues that are facing this country. I think that the ones that we perhaps have a different approach on are emphasized, but I have a strong feeling that he has been an outstanding president of the United States, and I think that he'll continue to be, and I look forward to campaigning for him in 1968.
You're becoming criticized because of your differences with the president over Vietnam. Do you plan to stop speaking out, speaking your mind on Vietnam because of these criticisms?
I've spoken, and I spoke a year ago, and I made another speech just several weeks ago, which I think is my responsibility. What I've suggested is not a popular position in the United States, but I felt that this is what I was elected for, and this is what my responsibility was under the Constitution of the United States. I spoke at that time. I made my views known. The last analysis, this matter now is in the hands of the President of the United States.
Senator, do you think that the debate is good for the nation? Some critics have said that it's bad. That debate over the Vietnam issue is bad at such a crucial time when their peace deal is reported.
Yeah, I understand that point of view. I expect it's one of the prices we pay as a democracy, that there are going to be different points of view on internal matters as well as in our relationship with other countries.
Senator, a very prominent politician.
And I suppose that in the last analysis we pay a price, but we gain something from it too.
Senator, yesterday a very prominent politician whom we're not at liberty to name said that in criticizing the president's Vietnam policy publicly, you have acted in such a way that a man with his personality could only get his back up. Do you think that there's any possibility that worked that way?
I think that probably the best thing to do is to interview that politician.
Do you think, Senator, do you feel that you ought...
message for the Irish of the world?
No, well, I'm very, very pleased that I'm Irish-American, and I'm very pleased that you've asked all these nice questions, and it shows that you're Irish, too.
Senator, one final question.
Can I go?
Senator, one final
Please.
question. Do you think that you might be more effective in the area of Vietnam if you had talked to the president quietly and discreetly rather than criticizing our policy publicly?
Yes, I transmitted my viewpoint on Vietnam to the President of the United States as well as to the State Department a considerable period of time prior to the time I made my speech.
Before you made it, did
Yes.
you feel compelled to speak out publicly? I mean, did you feel that you got nowhere with the
no, I wouldn't put it. I just
discussions?
elected an official, and as someone who took the oath of office, that I have a responsibility on the most critical and crucial matter facing this country and facing the world.
Senator, do you have any view on the Tammany Hall? Do you have anyone that you'd like to see succeed Mr. Jones?
Well, I thought maybe Eddie Catcher, but I wasn't sure.
The Senator on Grumman aircraft.
Goodbye.
Senator on Grumman aircraft, could we talk about that for a second?
I can't
on the
really.
jetport?
I can't really now.
Thank you, Senator.